Hi, I'm Denise, and welcome back to Inside the Mind Meditations for Podcast 10, Meditation 9. I think the biggest challenge in meditation is learning the basics and then to apply meditation to life. A lot of people don't want to learn the basics, or like my ex, who took a skiing lesson once. I am totally talking once, as in one lesson, and then he decided to go for the black slopes on his own first time out. Well, we won't mention how well that worked. However, most of us manage life like that. We basically got a lesson in something once and then head precariously down the black slope every day and just feel lucky we made it back okay. Through meditation and observing the mind, we can become easily like an Olympiad skier and therefore manage life with much more satisfaction and confidence than we would have otherwise. The thing about the practice of meditation is we begin to be able to measure if we're having mostly positive experiences or not, or if we are neutral, so positive ones can dominate throughout the day through neutrality. And then we can apply that to life to change not so positive situations to positive ones as we notice them as they first arise rather than after we have become engaged through reaction. Generally, we're inclined to begin meditation because we're not enjoying life, and when we are, we stop our training. This is like getting a dog halfway trained so he won't steal your dinner when you turn your back. Others begin meditation because we love love and wish to stay in it or to expand it in some way. Regardless of why we begin, when we discover the peace within, love flourishes in our hearts and begins to grow in ways we never imagined. In any case, the point is to keep it up so we can make the end result our first nature. How do we do that? Well, it's probably not happening just yet, but as we stay aware of the body's reactions through remaining connected to its breath and feelings, as we practice in meditation, eventually we are able to create a bit of space to respond better to things because we are able to connect to events because we were first connected to ourselves. And in the beginning, most of us may be surrounded by confusion to varying degrees. However, as we move our meditation into daily life, we are able to begin gaining the space to resolve things more favorably than we would otherwise because we don't panic or get overly excited and then mumble everything up. Having that space allows us to think of better ways to do things or to understand if we want something to give at first and then we will receive it in kind. Whatever we give from the heart is always returned to us. And we can argue with that a bit, but until we understand the nature of neutrality or the truth of joy, which has no opposite, we won't understand what we were striving for until after we achieve it. But that is perfectly fine. We can know nothing until we experience it ourselves. Many times during our life, we have achieved what I speak of, but as we didn't achieve it consciously, the logic behind it slipped by us, and thus we were not able to do it again. So we think of, the event as a stroke of good luck or a series of events as a good day. However, when we are consciously aware, we understand why things happen, good or not good, and are therefore able to start managing our lives better than before. And when we get good enough at it, meditation as applied to life, we are able to transmute the negative into a positive. And there is no greater success than that, or any feeling of satisfaction quite so good. So basically, we search for truth, and it is simply what we give to self, we give to others, and what we give to others, we give to self. And that's sad. I am really pleased for those who are with us today, as meditation applied to life is a tremendous task to master. So I'm really glad you're here. In the last meditation, we did something a bit different and began to observe how our thoughts create feelings in our body and affect the breath. And we also observed how those thoughts are attached to the tension and pain we feel in our bodies when they are not pleasant or neutral. And with this meditation, the goal is to take that into life after we finish and try to observe it throughout the day. Don't worry, it generally takes years of practice to achieve that, but it eventually pays off. And with that in mind, let's begin in the usual way of lying down flat on our back if possible, with the spine straight, hands by hips, palms up, and take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to ready the body for relaxation. And now, while lying on your back, let's begin by rubbing the palms of the hands together at the same time that we rub the soles of our feet together, creating enough friction and heat to activate all 2,000 nerve endings throughout the body. And having done that, please sit with your spine straight in whatever position is comfortable to you in preparation of setting our intention. And with about 5 pounds of pressure, as you press the palms of your hands together in prayer pose, press the sides of your thumbs into your breastbone with another approximate 5 pounds of pressure so that the fingers are angled away from the body at a 60-degree angle while the thumbs are pressed against the breastbone. Now let's activate the thyroid by closing the eyes 9/10 of the way and staring at the tip of the nose while crossing our eyes. And now we will set our intention through great feeling from the heart. Remember, even if you are asking something for someone else, always set the intention first by asking for something for yourself too to begin with. I ask this, whatever it is, for myself and also for whomever, and as well the entire universe. And then feel your intention deeply within your heart. Let's begin. Please lie flat on your back now while keeping your spine straight, hands beside the hips and palms up, and allow your eyes to rest comfortably as you settle in and make any last-minute adjustments for physical comfort. And once settled, allow your mind to wander. And as your mind wanders, it's probably going back over all the things that happened during the day or things that you anticipate will happen later, which most likely won't happen at all, but our minds will want to rehearse for them anyway. And notice the feelings you have in your body as you observe these thoughts, and note whether they are pleasant or not pleasant, or perhaps neutral. And if they are pleasant or not pleasant, notice where you feel them in your body and how they feel within those points. Opening your eyes softly, return your focus to your surroundings. Look around the room so that you become entirely aware of your space and the objects within. And notice any sounds now, near or far, accepting them for exactly as they are. And as you become aware of your surroundings, begin deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, filling the entire stomach until you can breathe in no more. And then expand the breath into the lungs, filling the rib cage expand, creating more space throughout the entire torso. And then exhale through the mouth, letting the entire body collapse as it deflates and the navel falls toward the floor. Continue breathing in and breathing out, fully inhaling and fully exhaling. And with the next breath, gently close your eyes and settle into the space you are lying on, noticing any sounds around you and accepting them for what they are. And now become aware of the body without judgment. Observe, does the body feel heavy or light, tense or at ease? And feel the weight of the body as it sinks onto the surface you are lying on. Observe the points of contact for the head, shoulders, back, hips, arms and hands, legs and feet. Feel them settling comfortably as the breath returns to normal. Now let's have an overview of the body, letting the points that want attention guide us. And when noticing the areas of discomfort, simply identify it as a discomfort, but notice the areas of ease within. Observe it for what it is, nothing more. Realize it and accept it. If all is at peace, then relax and enjoy the peace and the spaciousness of the body. However, if a certain area or sensation persists and continually calls your attention back to it, acknowledge it and then identify it. Pain, tension, stress, tingling, itching, or whatever the sensation is. Send the feeling of love to it, and the same when arriving at an area of ease. Identify the comfort and send the feeling of gratitude to it. Appreciate, through great feeling, the body's ability to heal and rejuvenate. Thank it. Accept all without judgment of good or bad. It is as it is, and you appreciate the awareness your body has and its remarkable ability to communicate and heal. And now that we have an overview of the body and how it is feeling, let's go more deeply into that and begin by scanning the entire body. Starting with the head, observe any sensations or point of ease in the crown of the head. The forehead and the back of the head. Just making note now, discomfort or comfort. The brow line and eyes. Ears and cheeks. Mouth and jaw. Noting areas of tension and ease, and allowing space to be made for balance. The throat and neck. shoulders, front and back. Scanning now from upper arms to the elbows. Lower arms to wrists. And the hands to fingertips. Note the areas of tension and allow them to relax while observing the areas of ease. Scan the chest now and upper back. Upper abdomen and mid-back. The lower abdomen and lower back. The pelvic region and tailbone. Hips. And starting at the top of the thighs, scan to the knees, both front and back. And lower legs to the ankles. Feet, and finally the toes. Allowing all to be as it is, peace and not at peace. And now feel the body as a whole. Simply become aware of it through feeling without judgment, only observation. Now observe the breath in its natural state. Is it light and shallow, or deep and full? Rapid or slow? If you are not able to recognize the breath through feeling, place one or both hands over your tummy or wherever it is that you can feel the breath most easily, and feel the rise and fall of your breath through your hands. Notice as it changes. Accept and observe the breath. And thoughts and feelings may come and go, drawing you away from your focus. And this is normal. When you become aware of your thoughts and that they have drawn you away from your focus on your breath, look at the way the thought feels in the body. Notice if the thought creates a feeling, and briefly look at where that feeling is. And if you have no feeling in the body related to the thought, call it a thought and realize it as neutral. And if there is a feeling with a thought, note if it is pleasant or not pleasant, and observe how and where it feels in the body. And if you are only having a feeling or sensation, then observe the feeling or sensation and whether it is pleasant or not pleasant. Always returning to the breath. And if the thought or feeling persists, simply note pleasant or not pleasant or neutral. And again, return to the breath. And now, focus more deeply on the breath. And if you are not able to remain focused on the breath without the mind wandering off, then assign either a mantra to each breath or count them 1 through 10, and then return again to 1 to begin again. Now, please allow the mind its freedom to do as it will. As we conclude this meditation, I would like you to observe throughout your waking hours of the day and notice without judgment those who support your thoughts and ideas and those who do not, and how that feels in the body. If the exchange does not feel good, do not engage. Just notice how it affects the body and breath. If it feels good, please do engage without losing focus on the body and breath. Regardless, try to observe yourself and others without judgment, only observation, and note the experience, positive, not positive, or neutral. Now you may choose to go to sleep or be on with your day. And if you wish to go to sleep, if you are able, please turn on your right side or turn your head to the right and drift off to the sound of my voice after giving gratitude for the day, tomorrow, and all week long. And if you wish to rise, please slightly turn your head to the left and become aware of your body, your fingers and toes, hands and feet, legs and arms, tummy and torso, shoulders, neck, face, head, and finally your body as a whole. Does the body feel heavy or light, relaxed or tense? And now recognize points of contact. Become aware of the sounds around you. Open your eyes and become aware of your surroundings. The things you hear and see. And after giving gratitude for the day, while holding the feeling of joy in your heart, you may rise when you are ready. And remember, as you move throughout the day, to try to become aware of the breath in the body and how thoughts and emotions feel in the body. This may take some time, it generally does. As a matter of fact, it took me well over a year with intention before I was able to do it the first time, and then months before I caught it again. However, if we set the intent every day, it will eventually happen, especially if we start the morning by getting into our bodies first and becoming aware of the breath, and then reminding ourselves to do that throughout the day. With that said, I hope you had a great time at Inside the Mind Meditations. And please feel free to like us, subscribe to us if you want notifications for future meditations. They're all free. And as well, your comments are always appreciated. Good day or good night. And I hope to meditate with you soon. Enjoy your day or good night.